the building, man. How is everybody doing this morning? How is everybody doing, man? We live in the building, man. We are here to bring you guys your daily dose of cowboy content, man. The three amigos of Cowboys content who gonna be going to the NFL draft in less than what's 12 take away. What actually what's 26? What's that? 10 days?
14.
14 days.
days.
Oh, yeah,
2 weeks exactly. Damn.
I be thinking that it's
Real, man.
the draft is on the 27th, but we're getting there on the 26th, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's what keeps messing me up then. That's what keeps messing me up.
So we leaving out 2 weeks from now on
Yeah.
Wednesday.
Exactly.
Yeah.
2 weeks from now. Okay. All right. So, hey, it is the guys that's going to be covering the draft at the draft, man. I got my boy HTM from HTM Sports, and then we got Landlord from Alabama in the building. And you guys already know who I am. It's Mr. West Coast, Mr. I'll run the damn ball himself, man. So, hey, man, you guys already know whenever we go live, there's a few things you guys must do. First thing you guys must do is you must hit that share button. So I need everybody right now, no matter where you're watching at. I don't know why I fiddle with this. I think it's just a tick of mine. I mess with my mic like 50 times a show.
That's your
Like, there's nothing wrong with your mic, Mike West. There's nothing wrong with it. Like, there's nothing wrong with your mic, West. Leave it alone. You know what I'm saying?
I'm the same way with my headphones. I grab my headphone throughout the entirety of the damn show.
I just noticed that.
Leave well enough alone, man.
Now that you just said that, and you know the funny thing about it is you grab the same one every time too.
Mhm. It don't ever be this one. Be you know what?
Yeah, then he grab it and then move a little closer every time. I think some of my stuff be off air. Y'all can't see. I might be shaking my leg, tipping my leg or something with my finger or something. Ain't no telling.
Yeah, it's like when like, there's a joke they say when black people get lost, they turn the radio down. You know what I'm saying?
You
Hey,
ain't lying.
when we ride by the police too, you already know that.
Yo, hey,
Turn that radio down.
Hey, your radio can be on 3. Turn it down to 0, bro.
Turn it down. Turn it down.
Matter of fact, just take the CD out.
You know how you start talking with your teeth all the way closed. Turn it down. Turn it down. You got to.
What would you say?
You got to talk to the passenger like a child. Turn it down.
Hey, but funny story. Have you ever been subbing, just enjoying your day, just subbing, and you just sub and you just look to the right, and it's the laws right beside you. Hey, bruh.
How you doing, sir?
How you doing?
I turned into landlord from Wisconsin when I see the police. You know what I'm saying? How you doing, sir?
Or
I'm all right today.
What's a nice city in Alabama? What's a nice city in Alabama?
Mountain Brook. That's one of the richest zip codes in the state. I mean, in the U.S.
All right, so you become management company of West.
Landlord from Mountain Brook.
No, because they ain't got landlords; they got management companies.
Property manager.
Property management.
Boy, hey, I'm vitamin water the Mormon.
The Mormon.
Wow, my boy went all the way left. That one.
that was wild. He said vitamin water. Yeah.
Hey, they got an NFL team in the state of Utah? No, they don't. So
they don't.
So you can't get canceled. Look at that. Look at God.
God is good.
Look at God. You can't cancel them if there's no NFL team. Yeah, I think they're basically Raider fans or something out there. That's their closest team out there to Utah. But yo, man, hey, we had a good time, man. Let's get to some content. Hey, you guys already know whenever West Coast goes live, there's 2 things you guys must do. First thing you must do is you must hit that share button. So I need everybody right now, no matter where you're watching at, to hit that share button. I need everybody to hit that share button so that the world knows that we are live. The world does not know that we are live unless you let them know that we are live. Next thing I need you guys to do, and what's up, my boy Gerald Moya? What's up, Gerald Moya? Appreciate you for tapping in. Next thing I need you guys to do is I need you guys to hit that star button, that star or that super chat button. What is the stars and what are super chats? Stars and super chats are simply a way that you, the content creator, can show us the content. I'm not the content. Wait, y'all the content watchers. Y'all ain't the damn creators. The content watchers that you guys are rocking with the content, and more importantly, that you want the content to grow, that you want
and to continue.
And to continue. And to continue. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go, hey, Landlord, I'm going to let you start off today. He's going to go through his comments, and he's going to let shout out to some very important people that's helping him keep the lights on. And like Chop Top says, make sure y'all stay hydrated.
Yes, sir, man. Shout out to T Smooth TV in the building with me. The Fish, the Buzz will be the 82 in the building. Trap Boy CC Burleson in the building. Miss Regina Green with the green. DP Johnson, Choctaw, Montana, Q Ball, and Cowboy Brian. What's happening with everybody, man? We in the building.
Yes, sir. And hey, man, over here I got my boy Jamison Taylor, part of the Wrench Gang, tapping in, coming to the liquor store. Hey, I see my boy T Smooth, Miss Regina Green, my boy Maka Autry going crazy with the volcanoes in here in the chat. I appreciate
eruption, you know what I'm saying?
well, OG Kevin Calloway, I appreciate y'all. And y'all don't forget, we all of us on here are doing raffles. Mine and landlord are $5 to enter. West Coast got an exclusive jersey, getting raffled off for 10. So if you want to participate, join in the raffles. It's $5. Mine is $5. Landlords is $5. West Coast going for 10, but he got that exclusive.
Hey, to get into all the raffles, all you got to do is hit the Cash App, and all you do is put raffle in the Cash App. That's it. Put raffle in the cash. Actually, for tax reasons, don't put raffle. Put jersey, please. Thank you, Lord, for that. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you. For tax reasons, please put jersey in the comment box. All right.
How y'all feeling with your quarterback and putting in that work in the backyard, man?
I gotta pay some bills over here. Let me pay bills.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Hey, real quick, shout out Gerald Moy. Appreciate you, my boy Adrian. What's up, Adrian? I like the dog. I see it. Is that that is a bully? Cole. What's up, Cole World? I see you, my boy. Real Talk Cowboy. What's up, my guy? Carmen and Freddie. What's up with you? I think it's just Freddie that's watching. Neil Favors. What's up with you, Neil? Mary. I see you, Miss Mary. Appreciate you, Miss Mary Torres. Tony P. What up, boy? I see you. I know there's a Trent Trina watching somewhere. I just don't see you, but I know you out there somewhere because you be on
Joe out there sharing already.
Joe be live before I be live, bro. Like Joe, how are you live with my content before I'm live with my content? Oh man, you know, in Europe it actually gets live.
I get the signal 2 days before you.
Yeah, I actually get the signal 2 days before you. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, Joe Trantrina, what's up with your boy? Joe, why don't you have a wrench? Let me give you one real quick. Give you one wrench real quick. Bam. T Smooth, why don't you have a wrench? Let me give you a wrench. God damn. All the homies. Am I tripping? Is it me or is it you? T Smooth, what's up with you? D Hoffert, what's up with you? Nate Brown, Regina Green with the green. Hey, Regina Green with the E on the end. Michael Autry, what's up with you, Michael? Brandino, what's up with you? And Joe Trent, Trina, and Dan out there. I got Don Juan Julio out there somewhere. What's up with you, man? Hey, man, I'm gonna call it to you, man. Be safe out there, my boy. Dave and Dallas Nation in the building. I got Robert Downhorn. What's up, Robert Downhorn? I appreciate you, boy. And then Cold World in the game. So, yo, man, let's go out and jump into this content. Landlord, I think you had a question for the nation. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, I was just talking about that leadership. Mr. HTM Sports, some guy named HTM Sports on Twitter had tagged me in a post, right? You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you ever heard of him, you know what I'm saying? But it's some guy named HTM Sports, and he tagged me, and he said, Dak is in the Dak yard out there putting in that work with a lot of familiar faces, West Coast. How you feeling about that leadership that your head, where your number one QB got going on?
Well, shoot, man. Let him know. I'm gonna show y'all a couple of these people he had out there. He had that boy Ferguson out there, which is to be expected.
He had that boy gotta get that chemistry on point.
Had that boy Simi out there. That was kind of to be expected. But I think. Let me show y'all this picture. There go Ferguson right there. He was out there getting his work in. You also had that boy Simi with the Foku out there. Love that throwback cowboy shirt right there. I'm about to find that. Who is that in the background right there?
I have no idea. I was wondering the same thing.
That's Dennis Houston, ain't it?
It looked like
it. Dennis Houston.
Let me look him up real quick.
He ain't got a face for me yet. He ain't got a face yet. I don't know.
I think that's that boy Dennis, if I'm not mistaken.
See, that's how you listen to me right there. Is how you get caught up in a criminal case right there. Look at you. Didn't even know you was in the picture. There you go.
He sure got an off guard going.
He the photo bond this man.
So, I was not there, Your Honor. He is not telling the truth. We have
we caught him in 4K.
4K. Hey, but yeah, we got Dennis Houston out there, and then I'm gonna tell you a face that I think was very, very crazy to see was this guy right here. Why in the heck was this guy?
Because he's still friends, I guess. He said it's still my dog. You know what I'm saying? He ain't doing that now. He ain't got signed yet, so you know he probably had a little free time.
It's like when your homeboy be dating your girl's friend and they break up and then he still want to come around, and then your girl be looking at you like they broke up, we still cool. Go ahead, HDM.
Nah, that's the right thing you want to see, man. Especially with these young guys, it shows leadership by Dak Prescott, but it also show work ethic by the young guys. And you gotta lead by example sometimes. You can't be out here expecting everybody else to put the work in and you ain't trying to get better. So, like hell, he went the extra mile. Like he went and built a whole damn football field in his backyard. And they be out there religiously. Like hell, we seen the picture. CeeDee Lamb was out there, either yesterday or earlier that day as well. So, he's out there getting that chemistry down with his guys. It's gonna be a new offensive system for the most part. So, they're starting early. And you love to see that. That's why Dak Prescott is worth every penny that he gets. And not just what he does on the field, it's also the leadership aspect. It's also the fact that he's gonna lead by example. And hey, shout out to Blake Hart for the $5 donation. That got you another entry into the raffle for the jersey. And I'm just gonna give him an update of how many he has real quick. Right now, my boy, you got 6. You got 6 entries. So appreciate you, my guy, for participating and showing love to the channel. But yeah, like Dak definitely is worth every penny. Because you get this locker room leader. You get a guy that inviting these guys out to his house. Like, listen, man, I work with people. None of the boys come to my house.
Straight up.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell y'all this too. I don't think, I think people are kind of downplaying the fact that Zeke is there. I don't think you can downplay the fact that Zeke is there, because I'm gonna tell you this right now. From a outside of a friend standpoint, they could have easily just had this workout and made sure Zeke wasn't involved in any pictures.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like
that might be. Do y'all think that's an indication that Mr. Ezekiel Elliott could be on a comeback?
Hey, but you get what I'm saying? Like, listen, bro, listen, we ain't never did this because Cowboy fans, Cowboy men, we don't cheat, we don't do weird stuff, we don't do nefarious stuff. We get accused of it allegedly, but it's never been proven. Never been proven. But it's like, we didn't, everybody, hey man, hey, what's up, hey man, hey, can I take a picture? No, we can't take no pictures. We can hold and we can be real cool. We can dap. Can't take no pictures though. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, these dudes, man, and listen to me. If Zeke would have been like, bro, no pictures, it would have been okay. It would have been 100% understandable.
Zeke could have treated him like a side chick, man. You know what I'm saying? You take her on vacation, she don't get the picture. You can't put, don't post that. People be like, don't post that. I think Zeke recognized that there is still power with being connected to the Dallas Cowboys.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I think Zeke understands that there is power in being connected to the Dallas Cowboys, whether that be just relevance, because he still has a brand. He still has a brand that that's still behind him, that still has to get pushed and forwarded. I think also, if you're a guy that wants to show the world that you are working out and that you are still, that not even that you still got it, but that you are still going about your business as a pro. Because I'm gonna tell you, I'm not saying that a lot of these guys are sitting around right now, because I don't believe that necessarily. But if you're a veteran on a team that's already established, man, you're probably on vacation right now.
A lot of them.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
That's one of the. Go ahead.
I'll also just say, man, like, there is power in being connected to Dak Prescott, because you want to talk about power in Dallas. Like, he is probably the most powerful guy in Dallas when you look at his contract. We always sit here and talk about how he can't get moved, he can't get
more powerful than Luka.
Yeah, he's more powerful than Luka. Like, listen, like, you look at the ratings, for basketball and football, it's not even close.
Hey, Luka lay low. This is a sidebar conversation, but guess what? It's April, so we can talk about whatever we want to talk about.
Exactly.
Luka, listen to me. Luka might have to leave Dallas, bro.
To win, yeah.
I know y'all don't want to hear that, bro.
I'm a Spurs fan, so that ain't none of my business. That ain't none of my business. I'm upset that the Lakers won, so I know you don't like that. I was pissed off the Lakers won, so
you know what's crazy, man? I'm gonna tell y'all how much of a Cowboy fan I am, right? All last night, I stayed up, found my kids' Laker jerseys, so they went all Lakered out. They got their Laker jerseys on, they Lakered out. Everybody Lakered out today, right? I had my Kobe jersey out, my 24 throwback. I'm like, let's go. We rocking the Lakers today. I woke up and put on the same blue damn cowboy jumpsuit.
It's automatic. It's by
automatic,
default.
Yeah, it's just automatic. I woke right up and would just put the same damn uniform on. But I will say this, man. If LeBron James would have lost that game last night, I would have choked his ass, bro.
There's a lot of choking. There's a lot of choking. That man got a wide, strong ass neck.
You know what I caught myself doing though? With LeBron?
What's that?
The same thing folks do to Dak. Because, I'm going to be honest with you. LeBron balled last night, bro.
He did. He hit a big time shot at the buzzer.
Bro, win or lose, LeBron balled last night, bro.
But that's enough. I can't be a part of talking about LeBron on air. I can't do that. So we gotta go to another topic. And like we was talking about,
listen, you do damaging my brand, sir.
I do not want to talk about the Lakers.
But see, but we're not talking about the Lakers. What we're talking about is an individual who played well in not necessarily a playoff, a big game. And guess what? They were still down by 15 at some point. Now, I'm going to tell you this right now. If the Lakers lose that game, LeBron is getting all the credit for that.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is the same thing that I'm going to be honest, I got to keep it real with y'all. The same thing I accuse you guys of doing or fans of doing to Dak Prescott, I do it myself in another sport.
Yeah.
And that's just real. Go ahead.
It's just fandomship. But I was about to say, like, when Henry said, piggybacking off of what he said about the veterans, that might explain why Brandon Cooks ain't there yet. You know what I'm saying? Brandon Cooks a vet. He probably like, hey man, I'll catch up with y'all in a couple weeks. That man a little older. So that's probably why he ain't there yet. But I'm sure he'll be spinning the block over there in the backyard.
I ain't gonna lie though. Bro, I just traded for you. Your ass need to be out there. I don't give a damn how much of a vet. How long Brandon Cooks been in the league?
Shit, a long time.
2014. This is gonna be his 10th year.
10 years.
So theoretically, he is 2 years older than the league than his quarterback. That's old, but that ain't that damn old. They could have been on the same.
He might be a microwave kind of guy though. He probably not. He know what I'm saying. You might be able to put him in there. He already know what to do.
And then we can't just say he ain't been out there, just because it wasn't
pictures.
Yeah, because he ain't got no pictures. Yeah.
So like you never know. He could have been out there already. I know he already talked to Dak, who's been elated about the prospect of playing with him. So they already done chopped it up. So
and Dak older than Dak older. Even though Cook's been in the league longer, Dak is actually older than Brandon Cooks.
Slightly, yes.
Yeah.
He's like a couple months
older.
Cook
Cook's 29, Dak 30. Chata said.
I thought Dak was 29 as well. I think they're both
Dak's about to turn 29. I mean, Dak's about to turn 30.
Yeah.
Let me see. Dak Prescott. Yeah, he's still 29 himself.
Somebody said you got to have a leg sleeve to run routes and Dak shots.
God, no. Yeah,
you got to be tatted up.
Hey, everybody out there mug got leg sleeves now, man. I feel like I'm not rich enough for leg sleeves.
I went in the wrong business. Man, that tattoo artist got him a bag this summer. This off season.
Hey, Brian Peters. Listen to me. You said that the first time, and I was like, what is he talking about? Then I read your second comment, and I'm dead, bro.
Yeah, but that tattoo artist, they say it's the same guy who did all of them. So he got a bag this weekend.
He overcharging like a mug, bro.
Hey, top-notch service, you know what I'm saying?
I know.
I ain't mad at you.
I know that's that referral. You do one dude nice, and then guess what? You end up doing the whole team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, so Dak turns 30 in July. Brandon Cook turns 30 in September. So Dak is a couple months older than him, despite being in the league significantly less long.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. But hey man, just talking about he says my wife got a leg sleeves. That's what's up. Just talking about, I don't ever discredit, anybody from doing extra. I think all the top quarter, not even all top quarter, I think everybody's doing something like this. I remember being in high school and my quarterback, going out there on the side. My quarterback ain't had no field to his name, but we would meet at our local of such and such. What's up, Amp Sports? Appreciate you with the $5 super chat. I remember, meeting with my quarterback at such and such park, Frisbee Park, and doing routes in the off season. Like I remember doing that. You know what I'm saying? So I just think these are just behaviors that kind of go over in, you know what I'm saying? But I will say this, all this stuff is not voluntary. I mean, all this stuff is no non-voluntary. Like it's you have a choice to be there. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna tell you this right here.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Because if you the wrong person, like if that called Turpin, hey, your head better be there, sir.
Yeah, and Turpin live in Louisiana, so I mean he's not far. You know what I'm saying?
You need to be there, my boy.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, there's a player on this team, that can get away with not coming with that cause. Because even though you might have the cachet, you like CD Lamb was all pro, Dak Prescott still got to throw your ass the ball.
So that's why I said the same thing when you think about it. Like, bro, Dak is the man now. So if you ain't gonna abide by the rules, you might not get the ball. You know what I'm saying?
My question would be like, what would be the excuse you would give for not coming? You know what I'm saying? Hey, shout out for DC4 Life Texas for the $5 super chat. Like, I'm curious, what would be your reasoning on not going? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to Russell Dyer. Says, Wes, you brought up a great point about diminishing the tight end role in Dallas. I did some research under Big Mike, only 2 years in his career, only 2 Green Bay tight ends, only targeted tight ends, more than 53 catches. So you're on to something. God damn, that right?
So he is not screwing around with the tight ends. Look like
that's. Go ahead.
But look, you know what that means?
Russell, send those stats over to HTM. He'd love to look at them.
He had 4 receivers. That was me and Boss just touched on. He had 4 receivers in his run. So that might explain why he bringing in all these receivers. You know what I'm saying? Like he bringing in a lot of receivers, bro. He done brought in
first round wide receivers.
But Quinn Johnson, Tank Dell, Zay Flowers. Who else? They done brought in all the receivers.
JSN.
Rasheed Rice, JSN. They done brought in all the receivers. The top ones and the lower round ones. They done brought in all different aspects.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, he says, okay, real quick. Let me find your super chat. I mean, he said his super chat explains why he's not there.
Oh, okay.
What page did you send it on? Was it on mine or whose super chat? I don't know what page you sent it on.
You know, we had an agreement that you was going to read the supers, but you know.
I know. I did read it.
Yeah, you read it, but you ain't read it. Shout out to Amp. He says, you know how it is when you got a new job, but you already had a vacation plan. Hey, let me get my days, sir. Hey, but look, soon as they get you, then you be like, hey, nah, I'm willing to take the job, but, you know, I'm going to have to be off the first week, though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, just like that. But you're right, though. I did look at that. I don't have the exact numbers in front of me, but I did see that there wasn't a heavy usage of tight ends in Mike McCarthy's run. And to your point, like he had Greg Jennings, Jordy Nelson, Donald Driver, the Jones boy, you know. So like that was never a thing. And actually, if you look at Brian Schottenheimer as well, he was not a big tight end person either in his run in Seattle.
So it's ugly. That's why they looked at shows like it wasn't that big of a deal, probably.
Yeah, so like they don't like there was never a time like in either
so
one
then
of their
you know
figures.
So then you know what that also means then? That the reason they left from Schultz was not because of Ferguson's athletic ability. Let's kill that. It's because bro. And that's okay. Listen to me. I'm okay with that. Like, listen to me. A part of me, 99% of me was disappointed with trading Amari Cooper. But there was one part of me that was okay with it, doing it. And you know what that was under the circumstances of? If you're not going to throw the ball to him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because we didn't throw it to him.
You know what I mean? Like, that was the only circumstance where I was like, all right, we'll trade him then. Like, it's like if I got 5 cars and they're all Lamborghinis and they're great cars, but I can only drive one a day, I don't mind selling one.
If you take Schultz out of this offense almost, it's going to be pretty much an overhaul, ain't it?
Yeah, because he would
Schultz and Zeke is definitely an overhaul. Schultz and Zeke is definitely an overhaul.
Yeah, because you got to think about it. There was a lot of plays. Like, listen, like Dalton Schultz had 800 yards just a season ago. Not last season, but the season before that, 2021. He was an 800-yard tight end with 8 touchdowns. Right? Then he backdoored, even despite Dak missing 5 games, he still had over 500 yards and 5 touchdowns. So, you know, you add that up, he was, you know, I always go through these lists of top stats he in his position. but you got good production out of him. He also had a lot of targets though. So if you're not going to target the tight end the way you've been targeting the tight end, and more of these routes are going to go to your wide receivers and running backs, and it's going to be a completely different offense. It's going to be a completely different offense.
Eddie Grissett got a question. It's like he got an ultimatum. So if y'all want to answer it, I don't run away from no fight. It might get ugly, but he said, question, I want an honest answer. Where do you three commentators rank Dak on starting quarterbacks in the league? I'll wait for y'all honest answer.
Hey, real quick. Shout out to my boy Antonio Cold World with the $20 for the entry. You got 2 entries. I can tell you real quick. I'm gonna ask you this question: where do you rank the beauty of your woman amongst all the beautiful women in the world?
That's terrible.
I just want to know.
I mean, and my answer is going to be he's no lower than that of the top 10.
That's what I'm about to say. He's top 10 for sure.
He won the 10 best quarter.
But did you understand did you guys understand the grand? Because we get sucked into these numbers. Like the real answer, I think, is exactly what I just said. It's like ranking your girl, your wife. Listen to me. It doesn't matter where Dak ranks amongst the top 10. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The reason why it doesn't matter is because right now, financially, there's no way around it. And then think about this. The top quarterbacks that we will look at as being topped didn't even make the playoffs this year. So it's like,
I thought you were finna say because he's the one you got and he's the one for you.
I'm not even going to use that argument because some people don't like that. They don't like that common sense argument. So I just use the facts. Like the quintessential person that we would say has been the best quarterback over the last decade, Aaron Rodgers. He did not make the playoffs last year. So why does it matter where Dak ranks? If anything, it should be like this. Who was the top 10 quarterbacks for the last 3 months of the season? Because that's what matters. Like, I hate these generalization conversations. You want to know why? Because then Aaron Rodgers is now better than Dak. Yeah, he better than Dak, but did he help his team? He couldn't even beat Detroit, bruh.
See, to me, them arguments be rooted in the wrong type of stuff. Like,
thank you, bruh.
Rooted in the fact that it's rooted in the idea that you think quarterback is the end-all, be-all in the league. And that's just not true. Most quarterbacks need help. They all need help. But it's just the higher tier you go as a quarterback, maybe the less help you might need. Because, we got to be real. Like, Pat did it with a small amount of help. Now, he got a great OC.
Pat he had help.
I'm also going to say he had a top. I was going to say he had a top in football. I also gonna say he had a top defense. He had like the second best run defense.
I'm just thinking offense. So yeah, you're right.
Hold on. Well, he got the best. Hold on.
You're right.
Listen, he got the best tight end in the National Football League, right?
Yeah.
And then you look, he had he also had Juju Smith-Schuster. I know people be poo-pooing on him, but he is a guy who at one point had a 1,300-yard season. He had a pretty good tandem of wide receiver. It ain't like he was out there with
a first-round pick wide receiver in
I think Scott Moore was second round or late first.
He was second round pick.
I thought he was a first round.
He's second round pick.
Okay, second round pick. Go ahead.
He early second round pick. But yeah, they lost one wide receiver and then they went back and added a former first round pick in the board from the Giants. Right? There's Tony. Then Sky Moore was a second round pick that they added. Then they added 2 veteran wide receivers. So he may not have this one big phenomenal name, but everybody across that board was solid. Then he had the best tight end. Then he got one of the better O-lines in the National Football League. They revamped it.
He had like a wide receiver 2 all-star team over there with the best tight end in the league.
And think about this.
And a legendary OC and Andy Reid.
And you're really good at your job. He's really good at throwing the ball.
Yeah, he's a great quarterback. Yeah.
He's a good quarterback. You know what I'm saying? So it's like all those things benefit him. But also you got to think like this. The 2 teams that had the most all-pros on it this year, the Kansas City Chiefs and the 49ers. The 2 teams that we would arguably say are the 2 best teams in football. Hey, man, speaking of the the 49ers, there was something that I saw yesterday, and this was just something crazy to me, bro. And I just want to throw this out there because this is just an interesting conversation. And I'm tired of talking about the draft. I'm just keep it real with you. Man, somebody did a picture of Lamar Jackson in a San Francisco 49er jersey, and that shit scared the hell out of me, bro.
It was terrifying, petrifying.
That shit scared the hell out of me, bro.
Yeah, we don't want that to happen. But
what are you?
They got Sam Darnold over there, don't they? They got Sam Darnold. They went and got Sam Darnold. Hey, it's Sam Darnold, but Shanahan can make something out of nothing, bro. He just did that with Brock Purdy, bro.
Shout out to the big time show. And I'm going to tell you the funny thing, that the thing that sucks about that 49ers team is we play them in the regular season this year. So there is actually a chance that the Cowboys will probably play the 49ers twice this year.
Yeah.
And think about this. There might, with the way the Eagles and the way our division, think about this, fellas. There might be a chance where you have to probably beat them both times. Like there's going to, because remember, the 49ers, they're in the NFC.
I don't think the Eagles going to be as strong this year. I just don't. I think they're going to fall off a cliff. That's what I think.
How bad, though? How bad?
I stand on
You're thinking they're not making the playoffs, Cliff?
It happened a lot to Super Bowl losers, though.
I was going to say this.
Remember, they're going for their third playoff run too, because they're 2 years in a row now too. They're trying to do what we're trying to do too, go 3 years in a row in playoffs.
All I'm saying, they'll be going against history because the loser of the Super Bowl usually fall off a cliff the next year. We just seen the Rams win the Super Bowl and fall off a cliff.
I'm also going to say they got a much tougher schedule. You know, they don't have a last place schedule anymore because they won a division, and then they lost key contributors on the east side of the ball. We're not going to downplay the fact that they lost their offensive coordinator
and defensive coordinator.
That's what
I'm saying. I think they're gonna fall off a cliff, bro.
And you lost. They're not going to win the division.
I don't think they're going to beat us. We're going to win. We're going to win the division.
Listen to me. As long as we have Dak, I believe that we'll always be fine. But see, this is the thing, though. The Eagles don't, like, our division was so close that as long as you were beating other teams, like the Giants couldn't beat us either, but it didn't matter as long as they beat everybody else.
I mean, look who they play, though. They don't have an easy schedule.
Yeah, well, they have the same. Listen to me. They're going to theoretically have the same schedule as us. It's just going to be the settings are going to be differently. They're not going to play different teams outside of us. I
think they do play a couple first place people.
They play a couple first place people because they win the division. They have a
that's how it goes most of the time.
We have like the same, like I think the entire
conference.
Yeah, the entire NFC East play the AFC East, but they also play a couple of conference winners.
Yeah. That's the first place schedule right there.
That's the difference in the schedule.
I know we got Miami.
I mean, they got Miami. They got, like I said, they got the entire division had the AFC East, but the Eagles also have to play some other divisional winners. I just got to look at their schedule and see what the differences are.
Yeah, I just don't like all the respect they getting. Like they did go to the Super Bowl, so I understand. But it's like we done seen great teams, 1 year wonder type teams. We seen 1 year wonder type quarterbacks in Philly. So, I mean, that's all I'm saying. And then they lost a lot, bro. Like, they lost a lot. This OC and this DC finna come in with their own philosophy. They ain't finna just copy and paste what the other people did. Know what I'm saying? They finna come with a whole nother scheme. So, we'll have to see if Jalen Hurts succeeds in that scheme. Well, I'm sure they gonna try to cater to him because he need to be catered to. He really do.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, I'm looking at this.
Okay, so they got 9 away games for one. So that's one difference. They got more away games than we do. They also play the Kansas City Chiefs and we don't.
Well, they're all we got to remember it's a 17-game season, so everybody's gonna.
I mean they have more away games. We're gonna have more home games.
I know, but what I'm saying that flops every year. Because it's 17 games, so you can't have it even. So every year that's going to change.
Yeah,
but you got to also remember too the strength of schedule. This is why I buy into it a little bit, fellas, but I don't really buy into it a lot. The reason being is because we're always going to have like the top games. Reason because of the ratings. You know what I'm saying? So any game like the Cincinnati Bengals game, that was week 2 for us. You know what I'm saying? The year before that, we didn't win the division the year before that. We had to start our season off with Tom Brady. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the NFL is always going to give us the premier games regardless. Like when Kansas, like even think about this, when we played Detroit, it was a primetime game. When the Eagles played Detroit, it was week 1.
Nobody want to see that.
Yeah, like come on, bro. Nobody want to see that crap. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I say for the Cowboys, because we have so many primetime games that the schedule is going to be damn near the same. You know what I'm saying?
That's another point, Dwayne Brown, man. He said they got a whole year of real film on Jalen Hurts too.
I mean, listen, I'm not fighting to say the Eagles are going to get better or worse. I'm not saying. I just want. My question is this: how worse? Because I'm already under the impression that the Cowboys can
4 games worse. I'm so out
of
there say 4 games.
They was at the best of their best and they peak, and they still barely won the division on us. So if they get worse at all, they losing the division.
And then the fact we got
we gonna stay strong. We got better.
You don't think they make the playoffs this year then? So because I'm gonna tell you this right now. If the Eagles would have been, what's their record? If you take 4 wins off of their record this year,
they would have been 10-7.
They don't make the playoffs.
They said would.
Who would have been? They would have been the wild card.
They would have been a wild card. It would have been 17. See, that's the thing. Like, it's not like when it was only 16s going. Like, they're going to make the playoffs because there's going to be a team that had no business being there. Just like, you saw the Patriots got in. Not the Patriots.
Wait, talking about would they have gotten in?
I ain't gonna lie. If they draft Bijan, I might have to recant my statement.
Yeah, because Seattle, they would have gotten over Seattle because Seattle was 10-7. I believe.
Yeah, but Seattle was a division winner though.
No, they didn't win their division. They're in the same. The 49ers.
The 49ers. All right, go ahead.
Yeah. So
the draft got some semi implications because them dudes got 2 top 10 picks, don't it? I know they got.
Yeah, they got 2. They got the number 10 overall and they got the number 30 overall.
So they got 2 first rounders. So they could actually get a real difference maker at 10. So it is dependent upon what they do. I think if they get Bijan, I don't want to see that boy behind that line. I'm just being real. I don't want to lie. I don't really, because we don't got the defensive line to combat it or the linebackers.
All right, so these are the teams right here that are projected out of opponents. These are the teams that are projected to have the hardest schedules in the NFL this year, and this is not fair. It's supposed to be the Commanders, Cowboys, Eagles, Giants, Lions.
Okay, we played
Cowboys number 2.
Yeah.
I wasn't current. Listen, we played 8 winning teams last year. It's not on. Listen, I know it's on paper. They say this and that. It's not gonna get harder than that, Kinfolk.
Yeah.
I believe we gonna do whatever we got to do. I'm not concerned about us. What I'm concerned about is I don't. It's hard for me to believe the Eagles are going to be 10-7. I believe they're going to be a decent team next year because of the teams that we do play. A lot of the teams that we like. This is how many have you looked at our schedule this year?
I looked at the people we play. They ain't got the dates out yet.
I know, but this looks like an easier schedule than last year's.
Ours?
Yes.
Yeah, it does.
I mean, if Aaron Rodgers go to the Jets, that's gonna be a little worse.
That's the hardest game, I would think.
Miami gonna be a tough game.
Who's the quarterback?
I don't know about Miami gonna be a tough game.
Who's gonna be the quarterback? Who's the quarterback?
Is Tua healthy?
Exactly. And if
Tua healthy, bro, I'm a Bama by it. I like Tua still, bro.
Yeah.
If he can stay healthy.
Arizona without Kyler Murray.
Nothing.
Let's see. The New York Giants, he own them.
Why Kyler Murray won't be there?
He tore his ACL.
And you got to think it depends.
He out for the whole year.
No, but it depends on when we play him. If you play them like week 1 or 2, then there's probably a high chance that he don't play.
Yeah, that's why I say the way the schedule line up is very important to me.
Even when he comes straight back, this man is a running quarterback on a bad leg. They're gonna be like Michael Gallup.
Y'all got to think. Look, y'all know how they try to screw us around them Thanksgiving years. Around the Thanksgiving game, they try to put us with about 3-4 bad games in a stretch. So
no,
I got to see how that's set up.
It's gonna be 3 games in 17 days, like it was last year.
And then I'm talking about just depends on who these opponents is. Like we know it's 3 games, but they could put some good, like hard games in them stretches.
I'll say this right here. The month of November, it literally felt like every 4 days we were watching the game.
You know what I'm saying? It was just fast forward.
17 days. And there was a 17 stretch where your Dallas Cowboys played 3 games, and then they played. And then after that 17 games, they had a week, and then they played again.
Somebody put it into perspective for me. Like, I ain't gonna lie, because I was kind of slightly disappointed how we played against Tennessee when I was leaving out of there. And somebody was like, bro, they done played so many games in the last couple of weeks. I was like, you know what? They did look like a tired football team.
Well, they played 2 games in 1 week. before they went to the Tennessee game.
Yeah. That's true. They looked like a tired football team.
Guess what? That's why I said that's the negative of being a Dallas Cowboy. You want to know why? Because you always play on Thanksgiving. You also know that you also play on Thursday night. So what do they use?
They said everybody getting two or something, didn't it? They came out with something about the Thursday night game. I think they said everybody getting two or something like that. I ain't sure.
Everybody getting two.
If everybody getting two, does that make us get three?
Yes, but listen, but the thing about this though, even if everybody gets two, it doesn't matter because ours is always on everybody. You can have your Thursday game in September and then have your next in December.
I'm saying I don't want no three though. That ain't fair to us.
I mean, we're not gonna get three. We already got our two.
I'm trying to see if they just gonna count it for two.
No. The reason why they're making everybody else have two is because we have two. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
But I'm saying it's still not fair because they could have their first Thursday game in September and then have their next Thursday game in December. We don't do that because we have to play on Thanksgiving.
Real quick, shout out to
the Eagles going 0-17.
Shout out to Dwayne Brown for the $5 donation, my guy. They got you another entry into the raffle, and you're now sitting at 10. So you got 10 entries in the raffle, my guy. Appreciate you for the love and support.
And I'm gonna tell y'all this right here. Listen, this is what I believe. I believe that I think I could see Philadelphia and Washington switching place if Washington gets a quarterback. Now, I don't think that Philadelphia is going to go on and Washington be this good team that goes to Super Bowl. I don't believe that. But I'm just saying as a team that's peaking. But I have another question though too because we were talking about Miami. Even if Tua does play, if Tua is anything like Jalen Hurts, I'm not afraid to play them dudes. Like, don't get me wrong, Tariq Hill
is loaded. Oh, bro.
Listen to me. Think about this.
You got those corners too, though. Now, see, I forgot. I'm so used to being lacking on the cornerback too that I ain't used to this. I ain't used to this luxury life.
You got the best secondary in the league, dog. You got Trayvon. Hold on. Let me just put it out there. You got Trayvon Diggs. You got Stephon Gilmore. You got Deron Bland. In your back end, you got Donovan Wilson, J-Ron Curse, and even though you're down on Malik Hooker. Like hell, the man still had he had 5 turnovers last year.
And what it is, I'm used to chicken nuggets, bro. I'm not used to this filet mignon we got over here now, man. Nuggets. We used to chicken nuggets over here in the trap.
Think about this. Tua's a good quarterback, but you don't have this great wide receiver core being led by this great quarterback that's shown to be able to put placement in. Like this is you think about this. Miami's in a situation where their wide receiving core is actually better than the quarterback.
They wide receiver core is ridiculous.
Dak was in a situation where he was actually better than his wide receivers.
Facts. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I was kind of shocked to her when doing good, man. I'm like, what is going on over there?
But he was doing okay.
Who?
Tua. I was high on Tua, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Tua was outstanding to me. So he ain't been like that in the league to me yet.
You think Tua's better than Jalen Hurts?
No.
Yeah. I do.
Actually, I'm talking about performance overall. Because
I can't say that in performance. I'm just saying like as quarterbacking. Yeah, I think so.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead, HTM. This is 2 SEC guys talking about who's a better quarterback. Jalen,
but he kept getting hurt though.
I'm not knocking Tua. You know what I'm saying? But when you look at Tua overall production, right? Because last year he had 105.5 passer rating. He had 25 touchdowns to only 8 interceptions. So as a passer, yes, he's better. But I still can't take away the fact that Jalen Hurts had 15 rushing touchdowns. I know bust them hoes on the goal line, but he still had them. So he ended up having more touchdowns that year than Tua ever had in the season. So I gotta give him credit for that overall play. There's places for running quarterbacks. There's places for running quarterbacks.
Hey, here go the stats right here. Here go the stats right here. I got them on the screen right here. So games played. Tua's played 33 games. Jalen Hurts has played 42. All right. Listen to me. They both started the exact same amount of games though. 31 games, right? Yeah. Now think about this. Wins as starters. Tua has 21. Jalen Hurts has 20. Losses as a starter. Tua has 10. Jalen Hurts has 11. They are very comparable.
Yeah,
winning percentage 67. Jalen Hurts 64. But Tua's played less games, so obviously that should be higher. Let's go. Completions percentage. Tua is 66.8. Jalen Hurts is 62.4. Passing yards. Jalen Hurts has played more games, but Tua has 7,326 yards, 48 touchdowns. Jalen Hurts has 7,145 yards, 42 touchdowns.
Man.
Touchdown percentage. Damn, they're very close, bro. Interceptions. Tua has 20 interceptions. Jalen Hurts has 16. Game winning drives. Tua has 6. Jalen Hurts has 4. Listen to this, bro. Yards per pass. Tua is 7.4. Jalen Hurts is 7.6.
Look at this, though. This is what I want people to put into perspective, though.
Let me say these last
Miami
two.
was a bad place to go. Nobody wanted to go to Miami.
Hey, let me say these last two, though. Let me say these last 3 stats are going to blow you guys away. Yards per game. This is better. Rushing yards. Tua has 96 total rushing yards for his career. Jalen Hurts has 336. Listen to this. Listen to this. Rushing touchdowns. Tua has 6 rushing touchdowns. Jalen Hurts has 22.
He has almost as many rushing touchdowns as Dak does in his career.
Jalen Hurts has more rushing touchdowns than some NFLs right now. Some running backs right now.
Hey man, that ain't. See the thing. Y'all want to know why a lot of people ain't attractive to that? A lot of people ain't attractive to all that running because it ain't sustainable. It's never been sustainable. Like most NFL execs look at that like, it's nice, but how long you gonna be able to do that for me? Like, I don't want to look. You see how they diminish the running back position? That's why they don't want to do that to their quarterback. Not a smart team. They don't want to run their quarterback like a running back. Like, and if Jalen Hurts sit up there and let the Eagles keep doing that, he gonna be the one that get the short end of the stick. That's guaranteed. Bro, nobody wants to treat their quarterback like a running back. Unless you just this special guy who just big and built like that. Like, I think Josh Allen could be built like that, and Cam Newton was built like that.
I'm glad you said Josh Allen, because Jalen Hurts actually averages more rushing attempts a game than Josh Allen.
Oh, he even doing more than him.
He currently averaging 11 rushing attempts a game.
Bro, think about this. Why would you treat that's just like treating your Lamborghini like a beat up old 96 camera or something.
Hold on. I was gonna say West Coast. You remember that Zeke? There was gang Zeke didn't get 11 carries.
Yeah, hey, real quick, Q Dog, appreciate you for the $5 super chat. Go ahead.
I just was saying, like, that's you using your biggest asset like it's rubbish or something, like it's just trash. You don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jalen Hurts, his agent, I guarantee you, his agent probably hitting him on the shoulder like, hey, bro, what you doing? Yeah, like, you might want to change that up. Like, you're killing the longevity of your career if you continue to play like that. It ain't no way around it. Unless you just this special guy, you the anomaly that it never really come about. Like, it just don't happen. Yeah. So that's why it's not attractive to NFL execs. They like, that's cute. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't look at it like, oh my God, I need this on my team. That's why passing is more sustainable, bro. It just is.
For a quarterback.
Yeah.
But this is one thing I will say though. It's sustainable because you can just protect. It's sustainable if you can protect them.
Lamar might be the anomaly because he's so thin and he still just do it. I don't know. He might just be the anomaly.
Can you say he's an anomaly when he ain't finished? He ain't finished the last 3 seasons. Because can you say this?
Well, I stand on what I said. I don't know. Shit. You know, I'm not saying like I'm always right, but I'm taking everything into consideration. But like, bro, the Russian quarterback, that's not sustainable, bro. It's just not. Not in this league.
I say it like this. It's not sustainable if you do not have an offensive coordinator that is willing to build and work around it. You know what I'm saying? I think Michael Vick, this is older, but I mean, Michael Vick showed us that he did it for a very long time. But at the same time, there was a time where Michael Vick would use it as a skill set and then use it as an actual, like a decoy to get away. I think, as you get older, your game can't be relied upon. You got to throw the football. That's just where you have to throw the football. You know what I'm saying? But on those 3rd and 2s and 3rds and 3s, like, you still have to be able to give the ability to be able to run, you know what I'm saying, and get outside the pocket. Like Aaron Rodgers, I would still treat Aaron Rodgers as a mobile quarterback, and he's not a very fast guy. But I do know on 3rd and 3, he's going to tuck that ball and run real weird. You know what I'm saying?
Why you think most of the mobile quarterbacks, they choose most of the time not to run? Like Patrick Mahomes, that's the last result for him. Like he pulled that run out when you least expect it. That's why it be so effective. You know what I'm saying? Like in the big moments, you like, ain't no way they finna get the first down. Then Pat goes, scramble for a first down. Like he don't just come out there like, hey, my feature is the running back. Like his running back be the side dish. You know what I'm saying? His run guy in the side dish. He's not the feature. It's not the main course. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That is true. And when you look around, man, like a majority of these dudes, three quarterbacks, like you said, have been injured. We just talked about Kyler Murray tearing his ACL last year. We talked about Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts got hurt last year. People were concerned about him being able to come back for the playoff run. No, he got hurt. He got hurt actually running. And then you look at Lamar Jackson, ain't finished the last 3 seasons. He got hurt in a playoff game. He got hurt in 2021. And, he got hurt at the end of 2022. So he been hurt. So
it's really not right though, because think about it. Like take the jersey off, because I know we finna get ready to have to wrap it up in a minute. But just take the jersey off. Like we don't want to look at it like Jalen Hurts as a what? Jalen Hurts as a person, bro. Like and any quarterback as a person. Like, bro, it's not smart to be running the ball like that, because you're gonna get hurt, and your team gonna say screw you now because you hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna get screwed out of the equation.
This is what I say. I'm gonna tell you guys a little cheat. I can tell you guys if a team is committed to a running quarterback, if his backup quarterback is a running quarterback.
Look at what Lamar Jackson dealing with. We ain't even think about that. Lamar Jackson dealing with this stuff right now because he ran around and got hurt.
And then guess what they did? They put another dude in there that ran right around and looked like Lamar Jackson and went to the Pro Bowl.
And they don't even want to pay the boy. And Lamar Jackson probably the best rushing quarterback since Vic. And they don't even want to pay him. See, y'all got to think about stuff like that. Yeah, like they're not attractive to the running quarterback.
And then also you got to see it like this. You can only run at certain parts too. Like this your fourth. You a fifth. You a first round pick, and you playing on a 1-year deal. We can't run this year, bro.
Hey, y'all keep rocking. I gotta jump on off, man. I appreciate.
I gotta dip out too, man.
I think everybody got that dip out, but hey, man, you guys already know what it is. Today's Wednesday, so I will be live later on throughout the day. So make sure you guys continue to tune in, man. This has been the Three Amigos of Cowboy Content. We gave you guys a solid hour of Cowboy content, man. We look forward to seeing you guys later on today. You guys already know what it is. Never look down, because stars up. Peace.
Peace.